Hello and welcome to David E. Hastings Stadium. Tonight we have a good matchup between the Guelph Royals and the Hamilton Cardinals. I'm your play-by-play and broadcast director, Trevor Reid, and tonight, battle of two middle-of-the-pack teams here in the IBL. Royals with a 12-18 record sitting in 6th place, and for the Hamilton Cardinals, even at 500 at a 15-15 record. And tonight it will be a big battle and mainly headlined for the Royals with the return of 2022 IBL MVP Claudio Custodio to be his first start this year. And we'll see what he can do for the Royals. Take a look at the starting lineup for the Hamilton Cardinals. Batting first at second base, Luis Pimentel Guerrero. Batting second, center fielder Quinn Cotton. Batting third in right field, Tyler Duncan. Batting fourth in left field, Dennis Day Banning. Batting fifth behind the plate tonight is Luis Bernardo. Batting sixth at first base is Tanner Rempel. Batting seventh at third base, Josh Niles. Batting eighth in designated hitting, Lane Renault. And batting ninth at shortstop, Charlie Towers, as Pimentel Garcia steps in and takes the first pitch ball. Claudio Custodio, of course, on the mound for the Royals as that pitch is fouled off towards the left side. His first start of the year and hopes to bring the electric stuff that he had last season, and looks to be doing just that with the first four pitches, as that pitch is blown right by the hitter. Count moves to 2-2. That one is fouled away. And count remains the same. Pimentel Guerrero, number 10 on his back, standing in. 2-2. That one is chopped out towards short. Connor Morrow. Easy play on the first in time to get the runner at the bag, and there's one away. Take a look at the defense for the Royals. In left field is Malik Collymore. Center field, J.D. Williams. And in right is Ethan Hammond. Moving to the infield, Brando LaRue gets the start at third base. The Morrow brothers up the middle, and you got Josh Garton starting at first. And behind the plate is Chris Robinson for Custodio. His first pitch, the at-bat, is high for a ball. Center fielder Quinn Cotton stepping in. Hamilton looking to get on top of Custodio early, hoping that potentially he doesn't have the same electric stuff, considering he has yet to start in the IBL. Had to wait a little bit before he could get back on the field for the Royals, but he's back. 1-1 pitch, and that one went onto the outside but didn't fall back onto the plate, and it's 2-1. Do one pitch from Custodio. Same spot, couldn't catch the plate again. Now the count moves to 3-1. Defenders playing deep on the infield. That one is popped out of play over the stands. Count now full. And that's right on the inside. Strike three called. First K of the night for Custodio, and there's now 2 away.
Now back to the Cardinals, right fielder number 5, Tyler Duncan.
So the first 2 go down back to back, and that brings up Duncan. Custodio looking to get through the first frame unscathed. First pitch. That's waved on and missed. Strike 1. Duncan takes a moment. Sets his feet back in the box. The 0-1. Like just a little low. They might have caught the inside corner, but call the ball. Custodio winds. That pitch is skipped in, but Duncan a little bit too eager with the bat, and he waves and misses, and now 1 strike away is Custodio from getting out of the first inning. 1-2-3. That one is fouled out towards the beer garden. Count remains 1-2. One-two pitch. There's a swing and a miss. Custodio back in action, and he picks up right where he left off. 3 up, 3 down, 2 Ks. So we move to the bottom of the first. Brando LaRue stepping in to lead off for the Royals here in the bottom of the first inning. Lineup for the Royals: Brando LaRue leading off at third base. Connor Morrow batting second at short as that one skips away from the catcher. Batting third is first baseman Josh Garton. Batting fourth and left field, Malik Collymore. Batting 5th in designated hitting tonight, Justin Interessano. Batting 6th at center field is J.D. Williams. Batting 7th, right fielder Ethan Hammond. Batting 8th, behind the plate, Chris Robinson. And finally, batting 9th, second base, Corey Morrow. On the mound for the Hamilton Cardinals is Nick Cardinal, fitting name. That one popped up towards second, and an easy play for the first out.
Now coming to the plate, shortstop number 2, Connor Morrow.
So now that brings up Connor Morrow. His first step out of the night. He stands in the first pitch from Cardinal. That one skips in. Ball 1. Connor Morrow attempts to hold up the swing, but home plate umpire says no, he didn't, and it's 1-1. That one skips out of play. Count moves to 1-2. Morrow standing in the 1-2. That one is low and gets away from the catcher again. Evened up at 2-2. Two from Cardinal. That one's driven out towards the left side, but finds its way out of play. Big chance the Royals hoping to give their MVP a early lead. 2-2, and that one fouled away, and Morris doing a very good job here of staying alive. Keep on fouling pitches until you get one that you like and you can square up. Two pitch, and that one is going to be called a ball. Looked like both the pitcher Cardinal and the catcher Bernardo thought that one should have been strike 3, but another chance here for Morrow with the count full. That one's chopped up the third base line. That one a fair ball, and Morrow able to hustle it out for an infield single. Well done for him, and now runner on. A runner on for Josh Garten. Take a look at the defense for Hamilton. Out in left field is Dennis Day Banning. In center field is Quinn Cotton, and right is Tyler Duncan. Around the infield, you've got Josh Niles at the hot corner. Charlie Towers at short. You got Pimentel Guerrero at second, and you have Tanner Rempel at first. Of course, Bernardo behind the plate for Cardinal. He sets and delivers the first pitch to Garten, and that one is squared out to center, but like got under a little bit. Out is the shortstop Towers, and he can't make the play, and the throw gets away from shortstop, covering second. Baseman. So much there, I couldn't really call out what was happening. Ball dropping as Towers hustled out to get it, and the throw to second, missing the mark pretty wildly, and That allows Morrow to move up an extra 90 feet, and now there are runners on the corners, one away, and a huge chance for the Royals here with Collymore up. Looked like what should have been at least an out somewhere, even with the drop ball by Towers out in shallow center, but missed throws and missed catches, and now runners on first and third as that one fouled out of play. Sun looking like it was a bit of a struggle out there for the left fielder, Dave Banning. Had to take a second looking around, but couldn't connect. Oh, 1 the pitch, and that one is taken for a ball. Part of the order that can definitely do some damage. Collymore got power, so too does the man in the batter's box, Justin Interessano. The runners take their leads. And Cardinals going to pick off back to Garton, and he's able to get back in time. One from Cardinal. Now one catches the bottom of the zone. Count moves to 1-2. Cardinals step off. Might have been a little bit of miscommunication with him and Bernardo. Unable to figure out what pitch they want. Now they know. And the 1-2. Garton on the move as Collymore wades and misses. He will strike out, but Garton into second base, and now a base hit here from Interessano can score 2.
Now batting for the Royals, designated hitter number 24, Justin Interessano.
As Interessano will wipe the dirt at his feet, strap on the batting gloves, and step in. That pitch. Trying to have a breaking ball catch the corner, but instead just drops out, no way. Ball 1. Pitch, and that one will catch the zone. Connor Morrow on third, Josh Garton on second. Both taking their leads. The 1-1 pitch, and Interessano attempts to hold up, and they say he did. It'll be 2-1. Interessano liking to pull the ball a lot. Doesn't seem like too much of the infielders are shifted to counteract that. Shortstop Towers a little bit closer towards second, but that's about it. 2-1 pitch is outside. Interessano now needs to be throwing a strike here. Count 3-1. And Terrasano will take that pitch low. Ball 4, and that will put runners on every base here. Loaded up for J.D. Williams.
The Royals center fielder number 9, J.D. Williams.
Williams batted leadoff for the Royals for a good portion of the year, with Brandon LaRue out of the lineup. Now that he's returned to the Royals lineup, moved Williams down in the order, but a big chance here to be an impact hit. First pitch to him, that one is below the knees. Ball 1. Cardinals sets the 1-0, grounded out towards third. Play made out there, and that will end the inning as he goes to second to get the out. No scores. We're through 1 here at Hastings.
Also be sure to purchase your 50-50 ticket.
Top of the second inning here at David E. Hastings Stadium. Claudio Custodio coming off of a 1-2-3 inning to start off his season. Now facing Dennis DeBanning. First pitch he sees is in on the hands, 1-0. Second pitch, that one just above the belly button to call the ball. Pitch, that one's popped into shallow infield. It will be the pitcher himself, Custodio, to get himself a little pop-up out for himself. Now I'll bring up Luis Bernardo.
Now batting for the Cardinals, catcher number 14, Luis Bernardo.
Tanner Rempel will also be guaranteed an at-bat in this inning. He's waiting in the on-deck circle. Custodio was a key to the Royals' push to the playoffs last year in the IBL. That pitch is in there for a strike. He did very good work, enough for the MVP award at the end of the season. Looking to bring a nice homecoming here to the fans here in Guelph. That one is fouled over our heads. And the Royals, I think I mentioned this in the last broadcast, a lot of length when it comes to the pitchers that they can use, and Custodio is just going to make it so much easier for them to balance that pitching staff, as that one is on the low corner and Bernardo strikes out looking, and there's 2 away. They've had solid pitching from plenty members of the Royals pitching staff. Concepcion's been one of those. Yuki Narita another. Custodio for sure is going to get, I would believe, probably the lion's share of starts between the group. As first pitch he throws here is in for a strike. There's a wave and a miss by Rampell, the third baseman tonight for the Cardinals. He's down in the count here, 0-2. Custodio winds up, and the 0-2, and that one is fouled off. Looked like the mask of the catcher, Robinson. He'll take a moment to gather himself. Umpire the courtesy to bring the ball over to Custodio to give him some time. Robinson looked like he hit the lower half of the mask. He was rubbing his chin. Could have been a little bit of a knocked up on that spot, but he will stay in. Count remains 0-2. And that one is low. Looking for another 1-2-3 inning here. Pitch from Custodio. That one is off the very tip of the bat for Rampell and fouled straight back. One, 2 delivery from Custodio. That one's lined over the head of Garten at first and into right field for a base hit. Rampell will give the first hit for the Cardinals tonight. And that will bring up
third baseman number 30, Josh Niles.
Josh Niles. Getting the start at third base tonight. Made a nice play to end off the bottom of the first. And 2 away. Rampell takes his lead off at first. First pitch is high fastball that gets right past Niles. Really had no chance to get any contact with that one, and it's in for strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch, and that one is just going to be low. Evened up at 1 apiece. And that one won't catch the inside corner, and Custodio now down in the count here, 2-1. And that one will find the zone. Custodio's now 1 strike to get out of it again. now steps in. The delivery from Custodio, and that one is in on the hands. Popped up. Robinson hustling out, and he just misses it. Looked like it barely tipped off catcher's mitt. One of the few times you wish you might have an outfielder's glove from behind the plate. Very few of those, but just not enough glove to make the catch, and now count remains 2-2. Two pitch again from Custodio. That one is above the letters. And counts now evened up. Rempel on first is going to be on the move. Three-two pitch. That one is flowing out towards center. Right center, excuse me. Hammond coming on, and he will make the catch. And the Royals get out of it. Hit, but nothing more for the Cardinals in the top of the second. We'll go to the bottom half. No score. Into the bottom of the second inning. Royals coming up to bat. 6, 7, and 8 hitters coming up. Or, excuse me, 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up with Ethan Hammond, Chris Robinson, and Corey Morrow. First pitch to Hammond is fouled away. Royals were able to get some runners on the base path in the first, but couldn't muster up anything more as they stranded Connor Morrow at third base. Looking to potentially get some more offense going here in the second. 1-1 count. And pitch from Nick Cardinal. That one will find the low of the zone. Hammond doesn't look like he agreed with that pitch, but it's called nonetheless. 1-2 now. 1-2, and Hammond will take that pitch for a ball, and it will even up the count at 2 apiece. Two pitch, Hammond swings and misses. That ball gets away from Bernardo, and because of that, will be a base hit for Hammond, or a strikeout more so. And advancing to first on the wild pitch. And now, runner on here for Chris Robinson. Might be announcer Evan Dorfler. Just happily gave the information out to the fans. Hammond's got some pretty good wheels over at first. Possibility of steal is always in the cards. That one is going to be fouled away. Ramel, third base coach and manager, ducking out of the way of that one. Count is now 0-1. Cardinal pick off to first base, and Hammond gets back in easily. Hammond will take his lead again. Little steps as he advances a little bit further. That pitch is above the letters. The shade has started to come over the field, is now only select parts of the outfield and the outfield wall where the sun is currently exposed, and that ball's fouled away. 1-2. Cardinal taking a step off, resetting himself. Hammond on the move. Now it's a swing and a miss by Robinson. Throw to second. It's not in time. So Robinson can't connect, and there's one away, but Hammond moves up into scoring position. A big chance here for Corey Morrow. First pitch to Morrow, and then on the inside corner, strike one. And Cardinals been finding the strike zone more times than not. He's been keeping pitches close. Royals have just been able to get to the pitches they've left over, at least the few times they've seen him so far. That one, good breaking ball, but couldn't catch the outside. 1-1. And Corey Morrow in the box calls time. Cardinal taking a look over to second to Hammond. Now delivers, and Morrow attempting a bunt, but he fouls that one out towards the Royals dugout. That count 1-2. Unlikely that bunt goes again. See if he could potentially bunt his way for a base hit. Seeing Niles over at third base a little bit deeper, and Rempel nowhere close to being able to make a play from first. Hammond taking a few steps. The 1-2. That one is off the plate on the inside, and even up now at 2-2. Pretty good crowd out here at Hastings tonight. Filled up the bleachers behind home plate, as well as filling up the lines down the left and right side. Here to see a good matchup is Hammond taking a few steps, and Cardinal will take a step off. Two pitch, and that one just skims the heel tops of Morrow, but called a ball. Now count moves to full. Full count pitch, and that one is too high, and Nick Cardinal loses them. Had a good chance, but good work from Corey Morrow. Good work from Corey Morrow to work the walk, and now two runners on, two speedy runners for that on, and Brando LaRue at the plate. Be honest, this is pretty good situation and potentially try a hit and run or a double steal. And we'll see if either of those are in the cards for the Royals. And there goes Hammond, and Brando LaRue pops that one out. And the catcher Bernardo makes the play, and wow, that chaos is going to get Hammond doubled up, and that will end the inning. So one play, and that inning ends rather abruptly. No score through 2. Top of the third inning here at David E. Hastings Stadium. The 8, 9, and 1 hitters for the Cardinals stepping up will be Lane Renault. First pitch he sees, he swings that and can't connect, and it's 0-1. Claudio Custodio welcoming himself back to the IBL with a solid first 2 innings. There's another swinging strike. Renault in the hole, 0-2. One hit is all that the Cardinals have mustered so far, and Custodio looking very good. It's already got 3 Ks. I'm looking for a little bit more. The 1-2. That one in the dirt. Doesn't get Renault to chase, and it's evened up at 2-2. Now one up and in. Renault backs out of the way, and count is now full. Now, and check swing from Renault, and the first base umpire rings him up, and that's another strikeout for Custodio. He's been working here tonight, and that will bring up number 9 hitter, Charlie Towers. Towers starting at short tonight. First pitch he sees goes for the bunt, but can't connect, and they'll say he didn't go around. Nolan didn't look like he pulled up at all, and odd that 2 umpires, Garten probably arguing all the same. Custodio letting him take his breath and will likely deliver a strike here. Yeah, it didn't really look like Towers held up there. He just bunted all the way through, and that one is fouled off and will hit the mask of the umpire. Take a second himself. A little bit identical to an inning ago when a foul ball hit off of Robinson's mask. This time it's Robinson going out to give the umpire some time. Still looks like Garten's a little bit argumentative talking to the first base umpire, but likely pleading at least a bit of the case. Does have a very good one. 1-1 pitch from Custodio. There's the bunt again. That one out towards the Royal side. The 1-2 pitch to Towers, and he'll take that pitch low, evening up the count. Two pitch from Custodio, and that one catches the outside, and Towers will walk back to the dugout. 2 batters step in, 2 batters strike out, and it's 2 away. Now we'll bring the leadoff hitter back up to the plate, Luis Pimentel Guerrero. That one's fouled away. 0-1. That one chopped out towards first base side, and Garton having a little fun with the first base coach for the Cardinals as he's hustling to get that ball. And that one's a swing and a miss. And like Robinson didn't make the catch, but applies the tag, and 3 batters come to the plate, and 3 batters strike out, and we go to the bottom of the third. No score. Back to the bottom of the third inning. Royals, no score for either side. So we head in. It will be Connor Morrow leading it off for the Royals. First pitch he sees is fouled out towards the batting cages. A couple of fans hustling out to give themselves the ball into free freezy. Nick Cardinal back out on the mound. And that one sent out towards right field, and that one's down for a hit. Now I'll make Connor Morrow 2 for 2 tonight.
Now batting for your Royals, first baseman number 15, Josh Garton.
Now I'll bring up Josh Garton. And those 2 hits for Morrow are very contrasting from one another. One, a little chopping infield hit down the literally down the third baseline. And that one squared up and sent out towards right field. And now Josh Garton, chance here to do some damage. His last at bat popped one up. Likely counted for a base hit, but advanced Morrow all the way to third on an error. Garton standing in the 0-1 pitch from Cardinal. Now one's a wave and a miss. And Garton, the big swing, likely looking for that breaking ball. That one comes in very slow, but could definitely square it up if he got all of it. Now left in an 0-2. We'll see what he can do. pick off to first, but Morrow gets a hand in. And there's another pickoff towards Morrow. Cardinal definitely aware of some of the speed, and I don't blame him for being a little bit more wary. Already 2 stolen bases for Royals tonight. Now on the move is Morrow, swinging a miss from Garton. Throw down to second. Has to be caught on the hop, and as such, no tag is applied, and Morrow is in easily.
Left fielder number 35, Collymore.
Collymore now coming up with a big chance here for the Royals to get something going. First pitch to Collymore from Cardinal. That one skipped in. And that's Collymore didn't look like he held up on that one, and be counted as a strike. Morrow, pretty big lead off of second. Second baseman Pimentel Guerrero being aware of him. Cardinal taking 2 looks back and delivers the pitch, and Collymore squares that one out towards shallow left field, and that one's going to drop. Morrow got a good read, and the throw coming home allows Collymore to advance an extra 90 feet. And now there are runners on second and third and 1 away.
Now batting for the Royals, designated hitter number 24, Justin Interessano.
And Terrasano now with 2 runners in scoring position. Another big chance for him. And looks like the Cardinals are going to bring in the majority of that infield. Try and get the out at home if Morrow tries it. And that one just happened to fall. Second one that fallen just out of the reach of the shortstop. Towers hustling back. And this one a good read as the throw came home. Collymore advanced up to second, and first pitch to Interessano, it's swing and a miss for a strike. Interessano likely to put something hard towards the pole side. See if he can get someone in the air. It's his job. It looks like that was what he was trying to do, is he just missed that pitch from Cardinal. You kind of see as he spun off of his swing, really wanted that pitch back. He knew he could square that one up. If he got that one, good chance that it might have been caught by a pitcher hanging out in the Hamilton bullpen. The 0-2. There's a swing and a miss. That one dropped ball, but able to get the play at first. And Terrasano is retired, and there's now 2 away.
Coming to the plate for the Royals, center fielder number 9, J.T. Williams.
So the Cardinals field is going to move back out to their standard positions. Royals at risk of stranding 2 more runners in scoring position here. J.D. Williams hoping that doesn't happen. First pitch from Cardinal, that one over the head of Williams. Didn't really look like he reacted too much, but that one nowhere close, and he's ahead in the count, 1-0. That one's drilled out towards right. Back a few steps, but making the play is Tyler Duncan. And the Royals strand 2 more in scoring position. No score as we head into the 4th. Back here at Hastings Stadium for the top of the 4th inning. I am your play-by-play announcer, Trevor Reid, and, well, it's been a pretty quiet night so far as that first pitch is grounded down the third base line, just foul, and looks like the hitter, Quinn Cotton's going to need some new lumber. If you're just joining us, we've had a few chances for the Royals to get themselves on the board, but have been unable to. Whereas, on the other hand, Claudio Custodio has been pitching very, very well. 1 hit in his first 3 innings is all they've mustered. Not a runner has moved past first base, and Custodio's looking to keep that streak going. 0-1 the count. And that pitch is in there for a strike, and Cotton having a little bit of a conversation with the home plate umpire. He'll step back in, this time down in the count, 0-2. Custodio's pitch is well above the zone. One-two pitch, and that one is chopped down the third base line again. This time it'll be the third base coach who will make the play. Count remains 1-2. 1-2, and there's a swing and a miss. Cotton's going to strike out. Robinson will find the space and throw the ball well over Garton's head, and Cotton's got wheels. He's going for 3. The throw from Morrow won't be able to get there, and what should have been an easy strikeout wild pitch to get the out at first turns into 3 bases for Quinn Cotton. It's the biggest trouble that Custodio's been in tonight, and definitely don't want it at this point in the order, as stepping in is Tyler Duncan. Now the Royals are going to have the corners play in, potentially try to catch Cotton if he comes home. The only pitcher, though, that the Royals can have confidence could get out of this jam, it's definitely Custodio. That pitch is waved on and missed. Strike 1. Duncan set in the box. Second pitch from Custodio. That one, another swing and a miss. And that breaking ball has definitely been giving these Cardinals hitters some fits. And we'll see if Custodio throws it a third time. I'm thinking he might change up the speed on Duncan, and blow one right by him above the zone. Pitch from Custodio, and that one grounded out towards short. Morrow makes the play, and they got him at first. Runner from third, Cotton, does come in to score, so the job is done for Duncan, and it'll be the Cardinals who hop on the board first here in Guelph. That'll bring up Dave Anning. No one is in there for strike 1. These are situations where you wish the Royals could have gotten someone going with those runners in scoring position. Custodio's pitching a good start, but hasn't been able to do too much beside that. Now 1 run, unfortunate scenario, but he'll continue to keep on working and see if he can get the rest of these hitters out. The 1-1 to Dave Anning. That one squared out towards left field. That one will find its way out of play. And Dave Anning's next pitch fouled away. Keeping himself alive against Custodio. Waiting on deck is going to be Luis Bernardo, the catcher tonight. 1-2 pitch, and that one just missed on the outside corner. If it missed him, didn't miss by too much, and got away with one for Dave Anning, and now it's even at 2-2. That one fouled away. Staying alive. Custodio sets. Is 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Down goes De Banning, and there's 2 away now.
Next up to bat for the Cardinals, catcher number 14, Luis Bernardo.
And so with 2 away, catcher Luis Bernardo stepping to the dish. Batting from the right side. First pitch from Custodio is swung on and missed. The outfield shifted towards the push side pretty heavily, as J.D. Williams is well to the right of that ball, and that one's punished deep, and it is off the top of the wall, out near the deepest part of the ballpark. If he had hit that one just a little bit more pulled towards the line, that would have been a home run, but instead it will just be squared up off the wall. Now, 2 runners, or runner on second, excuse me, and that will bring up Tanner Rempel. Got a base hit off Custodio in his first at bat. Of course, still 2 away. Big chance for the Royals to get out of this unscathed. Now one skipped in. Robinson, a good block. Keep it in front of him. Take a moment as well, as looked like yet again that one came up near the chin, and has really been a pain spot for Robinson tonight, and it's been injuries are always something you gotta worry about, especially when you're playing behind the plate. Looked like he'll stay in the ball game. Runner on second, 2 away. Count is 1-0. Stepping in with Rempel. One 0 pitch, and that one catches the outside, and it's 1-1. One pitch from Custodio, and that one is up and away. 2-1. That pitch fouled away. Count evens up now at 2-2. Looking to limit the damage here is Custodio. With only 1 run in on the inning. Two pitch. That one shot to third. Brando LaRue. Few steps and an easy throw to first to retire the side. But a leadoff strikeout turns into a run for the Cardinals. It is 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Back in for the bottom of the fourth inning. It is the Royals coming to the plate. It's 7, 8, 9 hitters. Again, Ethan Hammond stepping into the box. Hamilton seemingly expecting some sort of bunt play as that third baseman Niles is pushed in real close. And Hammond won't show it on the first pitch. He'll take it for a ball. Hammond played a lot of left field last season, and he's started taking up a regular role in right field for the Royals in the last couple of weeks. With Williams in center, there's not much of him moving in the spots, and Colleymore's return has tended to move him out towards the left field. So that pitch is in there for a strike. Kind of opened the door. Hammond has played his way into getting regular playing time in right. 1-1 pitch from Cardinal. That one's chopped out towards second. Pimentel Guerrero will make the play. And there's one away.
How about the Royals catcher number 19, Chris Robinson.
With one out, Chris Robinson will step in. Another player who's played a lot of the outfield. He's been starting behind the plate the last couple of games and continues tonight. That one sent out towards left center. That one's falling for a base hit. That one's going to be extra bases. Robinson hustling into second, and he will hold there. Right to the deepest part of the ballpark is a double for Robinson, and that will put a runner in scoring position yet again for the Royals.
Out to the plate, second baseman number 3, Corey Morrow.
Now Corey Morrow stepping into the box. He'll look to try and catch that runner. First pitch to Morrow is swung on and missed. Strike one. Morrow taking a little bit of a wander around the plate. He'll step back into the box. Robinson taking a few steps off of second. There's a ground ball to second. Pimentel Guerrero again. That ball is in time to get Morrow. Robinson advances over to third. And so now
Number 5, Brando LaRue.
And so now a base hit is what is needed, and it will be Brando LaRue. A pretty good option if you want a base hit. It's been one of the better hitters for this Royals lineup. Part of the reason why he's standing in the leadoff spot. Two out. Chris Robinson standing on third. Cardinal will give him a little look, but first pitch will come in, and it's a strike right around the knees. Now, 0-1 pitch is going to be miss off the plate. And LaRue works the count even at one apiece. One pitch, and LaRue wave and a miss. Fooled by that, looked like a breaking pitch. And count now moves to 1-2. Cardinal sets. With a few seconds in the 1-2. It's right down the pipe. LaRue can't pull the trigger, and yet another stranded base runner. The Royals unable to make anything happen with a Chris Robinson double. And it is 1-0 if we go to the fifth. into the top of the 5th inning for the Royals. Josh now stepping in for the Cardinals. Cardinals managed to get the lead in the last half inning. So that first pitch is in there for a strike. Next pitch, that one's chopped out towards third. Brando LaRue makes the play. Throw to first is in time. Well done by LaRue. Gets it on the backhand, plants the foot, and sends a dart across to Garten. And now there's one away. I'll bring up Lane Renault. Renault, the designated hitter tonight for the Cardinals. He'll step in. First pitch from Custodio is up and in. Ball 1. That one will find the zone. Evens up the count at 1-1. Royals, a solid defending team, and this infield defense has been looking strong. LaRue doesn't get too many starts over at third base, but made a good play to get the first out as that one is in there for a strike again. That one up and in, and Renault able to get out of the way of it. Evens up the count at 2-2. Now one skipped in, blocked by Robinson. Now we'll fill the count up. On deck will be Charlie Towers. It's been a well-pitched game on both sides. Claudio Custodio has been pitching gem with only 1 run let up. As there's a swing and a miss. Renault strikes out for the second out. But on the other end for the Cardinals, they've also had Nick Cardinal. He had been pitching a pretty good game, all things considered. Pitched last year for Panthers. Custodio sets up, and the first pitch is going to be taken high for a ball. And the tail has been overall too different for both of these pitchers. Custodio has been very good at limiting the base runners. Only one of them has made it up to third base, and that one came in to score. And on the other side, the Cardinals let up quite a few base runners moving into scoring position, but has been able to strand them where they have been. So impressive on 2 different fronts. 2-1 the count. Delivery to Custodio. That pitch is above the letters, and 3 balls and a strike. Three and 1 pitch. That one is in there. That will even up the count, or fill up the count, excuse me. Big moment. The defender's set. Custodio gets his sign. And the 3-2. That one is bounced out towards second. Morrow will get it on a hop and play to first is in time. And 3 up, 3 down go the Cardinals here in the 5th. We go to the bottom. 1-0 Hamilton. Back in for the bottom of the 5th inning. Connor Morrow will be stepping into the box. He'll be leading it off. Connor Morrow, Josh Garden, and Malik Collymore are the guaranteed bats for this inning as Cardinal stands in. His first pitch. That one is chopped out towards the third base side. He'll find his way out into foul territory. 0-1. And the Royals, we hope they can get the bats rolling here in the next couple of innings. They haven't been able to muster up much in the first 4 frames. That one skipped off the glove of Bernardo and away to the backstop. Been a lot of untimely hitting for the Royals to get there. They've had plenty of chances with runners in scoring position, but we'll see if they can get something going here in the 5th. That pitch is taken for a strike, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch from Cardinal. That one will miss down low. Now we'll even up the count at 2 apiece. As Cardinal sets, he'll take a step off. The process will restart. Cardinal gets the sign, puts the glove right up near his face and sets to deliver. And there's a little half swing from Morrow. Drop towards short. Good also from Connor, but not enough. As good play at short from Towers will get him out at first. There's one away. Throw one away. That brings up Josh Garden. First pitch is nowhere close, and Garden gets the first pitch ball. Garden got a base hit in the first and followed that up with a strikeout. Strikeout was productive, though, allowed Hammond to move up to second. That one, chopper gets past Nick Cardinal, the pitcher, and that's going to be a base hit for Garden. So a lucky break for the Royals, and now there's a runner on base again. We'll see what Malik Collymore can do. Seemed like that play might have frazzled the pitcher Cardinal. He's going to need a moment with his catcher to figure out what the game plan is. For one out, runner on first. Garden will take his lead. Collymore steps into the box. First pitch from Cardinal, and there's a bunt for Collymore. It's going to be a little bouncer, but it will find its way into foul territory. The count is now 0-1. It's an odd position for you to attempt to go for the bunt. You'd expect it more so with a runner potentially on second, maybe nobody out, but with one away and a runner on first. It's an odd chance for Collymore to try to go for it, likely trying to catch the third baseman Niles sleeping a bit. 0-1 from Cardinal. That one's squared. That one's sent out towards left center for a base hit. Garten on the move. He's all his way to third. He will make it. And so a base hit for Collymore puts runners on the corners with one away for Interessano.
Next up the bat, designated hitter number 24, Justin Interessano.
This is now Interessano stepped in. First pitch he saw the strike, and now Garten with his lead, a little bit of dancing, and Collymore caught at first base. Cardinal picked off, and Collymore was caught leaning. And that runner is taken away, and now Interessano needs a base hit with two away. And this has been the situation. It's been Royals have been caught with runners in the potential chance to getting runs, but haven't been able to make it happen. And now Nick Cardinal only needs to get one out to get out of it. The 0-1 now when it's in, and Bernardo stumbling his way does manage to block the ball, keep it at the plate. And Garden's forced to hold at third. Nick Cardinal sets the 1-1. Interessano chops that one out of play. So Royals fans here in Guelph starting to get a little excited, hoping Interessano can do something here to put the Royals on the board. Cardinal sets, tapping his foot a few times. Waits a few seconds and delivers. That one is skied out towards center. Back a few steps. It looks like he's lost the ball, and he did! Absolutely lost in the twilight. And that's going to allow a run to score and Interessano to move into scoring position. Lucky break there for the Royals. And that will allow the run to come in to tie this game up at 1. And a chance for a little bit more here for J.D. Williams. Yeah, Cotton didn't look like he was too good on the read. He looked like he had settled under it, and then last second lost it and couldn't find it and had to start scrambling. So a lucky break for the Royals, and now 2 away still, but run already in, and that one squared but sent out of play down the right field line. Cardinal sets the 0-1 delivery. That one below the knees. 1-1. D'Arisano takes his lead off a second. Taking a few more steps, trying to get some extra distance in case of a base hit. J.D. Williams will take that pitch on the outside, and it's 2-1. As Cardinal taking a step off and will now step back onto the rubber. And Williams got that one out towards right in a few steps, and now under it is Duncan to make the play. But the Royals finally get on the board. We go into the top of the 6th inning, tied up here at Hastings at 1. Coming into the top of the 6th inning. Royals bouncing back from the run scored by the Cardinals in the bottom of the 5th with a run, or in the top of the 4th, excuse me, with a run of their own. And now we're evened up as Custodio delivers its first pitch. Then for a strike, and another strike right after makes it 0-2. Oh, and 2 is the count. And pitch from Custodio. That one is going to be high. 1-2. 1-2 pitch has a wave and a miss. And that's another strikeout for Custodio. He has been absolutely working through this Cardinals lineup. And that will bring up Quinn Cotton. Custodio continuing to cruise. He's had a good game so far. Only one run let up, and even that run can't entirely be chalked up to himself. Likely going in as an unearned run, considering the runner advancing 2 extra bases on an error. So, essentially, still an ERA of 0 so far for Custodio. And he continues to work here as Cotton awaits the 0-1. That one's just a little below the zone. 1-1. There's a little grounder. Good play from Garten to keep it in the infield, and even better play with the stretch for Custodio to get the out at first. And the Royals, good defense all the way through, and now 2 away, and a chance here for Custodio to get through another inning. 1-2-3. He'll be faced with Tyler Duncan, the right fielder tonight. First pitch to Duncan is on the outside corner, called a strike. And that pitch will miss the zone. 1-1. Pitch, and that one is grounded up towards second. Easy play for Corey Morrow, and he'll make it. And 1-2-3 go the Cardinals here in the top of the 6th. Royals going back to the bat, looking to take the lead. Back in for the bottom of the 6th inning. I'm your play-by-play announcer, Trevor Reid, and if you missed the first couple of innings on this one, it has been a treat. Great pitching all the way through. Nick Cardinal has been pitching well for the Cardinals, and for the Royals, Claudio Custodio has come back exactly the way that he left, with his form continuing in the MVP-like state that we've seen. 1 run only for both sides. Now, Royals looking to take advantage of the close score, potentially bounce and get another couple of runs. That pitch is away from Hammond, and that will move the count to 2-0. A little bit of activity in the bullpens, it looks like. Looks like somebody's starting to loosen for the Royals. Makes sense, as much as Custodio is one of the better pitchers. At some point, you got to pull in the bullpen, especially in a first start back. So we'll see who's warming up there when they come out. 2-1 the count. Cardinal sets and delivers the pitch. That one is foul tipped into the catcher's glove, and count's now evened up at 2-2. Two sets, the 2-2. That one is skied out towards left field. Coming on is the third baseman and left fielder, Day Banning. Looked like he overran it a little bit, went for the dive, and that ball bounced to his left. So, no play for the Cardinals there, and another life for Hammond. Nobody out. 2-2 count. Hammond standing in. 2-2 pitch. That one skips in, and the count's now full. Cardinals 3-2 pitch, and that one skipped in for ball 4, and Royals get a leadoff base runner here. A good at bat for Hammond to keep himself in the box, keep Cardinal throwing pitches, wasting down until they're going to need a new arm. Now he's on base with nobody out, and Robinson, big man, hit a double in his last at-bat. See what he can do here. First pitch from Cardinal. Robinson shows bunt, but pulls it back in time, and it's ball 1. Now a little bit more wary are the corner infielders. That Robinson might be showing bunt. He does again, but that one gets away. Hammond hustling into second, and he is safe. A good read from Hammond off the rip. That ball got a little bit too far away from Bernardo, and good hustle to get into second. And now Robinson no longer is going to be looking for the bunt. Might potentially, but I'd be surprised about it. This would be a big chance for Robinson to potentially square one up and bring Hammond home with a swing. So a little mound visit to Cardinal. Let's see if that starts to get some action over in the Cardinals bullpen. Both corner infielders playing in. Expecting another bunt, and there's bunt shown, in a beauty as it is, but well done. And Cardinal took a little bit too long looking back him, and Robinson is going to get on. So what you'd expect to move that runner into third base, instead now puts two runners on base for the Royals. And now a potential base hit from Morrow can put a runner in and potentially another runner in a good position to score. And that looks like the manager coming out. They're going to come and check on Cardinal. Take a little bit of time to figure out what their game plan is going to be now. Pretty big opportunity here for the Royals. Had a few of them throughout the game, but especially in the late game, these are the opportunities that you definitely can't squander. And so Cardinal will stay in the game. Infield also came in, so they are going to be discussing what the next step is. Looks like their expectations that another bunt might be in play. Would make sense. Corey Morrow's got some speed, but also with that profile tends to make you a pretty good option when it comes to bunting. Cardinal will deliver the first pitch. Morrow squares early, and that ball gets away from Bernardo. Both runners will advance the extra 90 feet, and now Morrow doesn't need to bunt. And definitely a little bit frazzled this Cardinal with two runners in scoring position, and that's going to bring that infield in with nobody out, A huge opportunity if Morrow can find it past the infield. It's a scary part of the lineup too. Sure, Corey Morrow's the 9-hitter, but you still got number 1 and number 2 coming up behind him. That's a huge chance for the Royals to strike that one. Another pitch getting away from Bernardo. This time it won't go far enough for Hammond to advance, and so he and Robinson will stay put. Count is now 2-0. Runners on second and third, nobody out. Morrow waits. 2-0, and that pitch is going to miss the zone. 3-0. And so Corey Morrow definitely in the best chance here. Likely looking for a pitch that's in the zone, but won't be looking for potentially swinging at a pitch out. It has to be a strike in order for you to swing. He can take, and he will. That one will catch the outside. Tough call on Morrow, but he will stay in the box. As Morrow waits, the 3-1 pitch from Cardinal. That one is fouled off towards the left field side. Out towards the concession stand. And the count is now full. Bernardo setting up on the outside corner. Cardinal will deliver. And that one just off the tip of the bat, called strike 3 as the catch is made. There's one away.
Now to the plate, third baseman, number 5, Brando LaRue.
So with one away, that brings up Brando LaRue. Infield still in. First pitch for LaRue is popped out towards the right field side and out of play. A big opportunity for the Royals to take a good commanding lead here. At the very least, you don't really want to strand these runners in the positions when you had nobody out. At the very least, LaRue should be looking for a fly ball here. Outfield isn't playing too shallow, so they might be willing to sacrifice that run at third. LaRue, there's a little chopper out towards third. Good hustle from LaRue, and a bobble by Niles puts the bases loaded with one out. That's exactly why the infield was shifted in, but no chance for that play to be made. It had to be perfect, and Niles wasn't able to keep the ball in his hands, and that will now load the bases with one out, and Connor Mora stepping in. Cardinal will take a step off of the mound. Now the infield defense shift, and it looks like corners will be playing more in, but that middle infield is shifted for double play. First pitch to Morrow, that one. The rocket sent out towards right center, or out towards right field and out of play. So exciting, I'm losing control of my mouth for a little bit there. 0-1 the count. Ethan Hammond standing at third. Chris Robinson at second, and Brando LaRue at first. Morrow, that one, little pop-up out towards second, and Pimentel Guerrero will make the play. And there's two away.
Next to the plate, first baseman, number 15, Josh Kurtz.
And so, manager coming out a second time, and there's the signal. That will be the end of Nick Cardinals' night with 2 outs and the bases loaded. The Hamilton Cardinals are going to go to the bullpen. A good first 5 innings for Cardinal, but it's unable to limit the damage potentially here in the 6th. We will be right back as the pitcher gets warmed up. Back out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The Royals have a big opportunity here. Bases loaded, 2 out though. And Josh Cardinal stepping against the new pitcher. Nick Cardinal's been chased out of the game, and now it is Cody Butt who is in to pitch for the Cardinals. First pitch that he throws is outside for ball 1. Understandable why the move would be made to go to a pitcher like Butt. It's a good lefty arm to potentially bring in, and you do have a few lefties in the next couple of batters. You got Garten standing in the box. You've got Terrasano, who is 2 away in the batting order, so a good chance for the Cardinals to use some lefty-lefty matchups to their advantage. Garten waits the 1-0. That one was off the plate as well. 2-0. Pitch, and that one will miss high. 3-0. Garten got the good plate discipline to keep on holding, and now a 3-0 pitch needs to be in the zone here, and it will be. But we'll find the outside. Now it's 3-1. The 3-1 pitch, and there's a swing and a miss. Garten, if he'd got a hold of that one might have hit the scoreboard out in right field, but instead he'll miss, and now with 3-2 and 2 away, all 3 runners are going to be moving. Full count pitch, there's a swing and a miss. Garten strikes out, and Cody Butt does his job, gets the final out, and strands the bases loaded. We head to the top of the 7th inning. 1-1. Back in here for the top of the 7th inning.
Now back to the Cardinals, left fielder number 16, Dennis DeBenny.
It is the end of Claudio Custodio's night. He pitched a very good game for his first game back with the Royals, and now the Royals will hand the ball over to Yomar Concepcion. You get the next 3 outs. First pitch that he throws is blown right past the hitter, and it's 0-1. Man in the box, Dennis DeBanning. Batting cleanup for the Cardinals tonight. The 0-1 pitch, that one isn't on the hands. Taken to even up the count at 1 apiece. But a good night for Custodio. He gets through 6 innings, allowing 1 run, but unlikely that run is earned. There's an error allowed, 2 extra bases on the pass. So Concepcion looking to keep this game close and allow the Royals to get the opportunity to keep on generating offense in the next couple of innings. 1-2 the count. Concepcion holds for a second, delivers, but threw that one past the catcher and all the way to the backstop. Looked like he was trying to throw off the timing, but instead threw that ball away, and the count's now even, back at 2-2. And 2-2 pitch, that one just missing off the top of the zone. It was a beauty pitch, but DeBanning doesn't go after it, and now the count is full to Concepcion's first batter. The full count pitch, that one is chopped out towards the Royals dugout. Count remains full. Concepcion's next pitch is going to miss low, and a leadoff walk for DeBanning and a base runner for the Cardinals.
Now batting for the Cardinals, catcher number 14, Luis Bernardo.
And that will bring up Luis Bernardo. Looking to get on top of Concepcion here. Infield set, potentially turn 2 if needed. First pitch from Bernardo. That one's chopped out towards third. Good speed from LaRue to get to that ball and to get the out at first. And Bernardo is retired, walking a little bit gingerly towards the dugout. Might have felt something as he was landing on the bag, but we will see. Nonetheless, Royals now have 1 away, and runner is in scoring position, but Robinson going out and giving Concepcion maybe a little bit of a pep talk. Danner Rempel stepping in. First pitch from Concepcion to Rempel. That one is going to be below the knees. Ball 1. DeBanning, the runner, standing at second base. And a little bit of a hop and a skip, but Concepcion's pitch goes right past Rempel. Evens up the count at 1 apiece. Concepcion sets in the 1-1. That one will find the inside corner. Now, will be Rempel. It's in the hole 1 and 2. Corey Morrow trying to keep Dave Anning close at second as that one is in on the hands of Rempel and fouled out towards the fans up the right field, or the right field side. Here it is, the 1-2, and Rempel did not go, and now we'll even the count up at 2 apiece. Two count, 1 away. Dennis Debanning taking the lead off second. Tanner Rempel in the box. The pitch from Yomar Concepcion. That one's fouled right back. Only protected by the mesh. Two pitch from Concepcion. That one's fouled away again. Rempel staying alive, wasting down some of Concepcion's pitches. Concepcion, though, having a lot in the tank. Started quite a few games for the Royals. Likely it's going to be seeing more bullpen work now with Custodio in the fold. Dave Anning dancing out towards second, but Concepcion still deals, and that pitch is going to skip in, and the count's now full. Waiting on deck in case it's needed is Josh Niles. There's a swing and a miss. First K of the night for Concepcion and Rempel.
Now back to the Cardinals, third baseman, number 30, Josh Niles.
Now with 2 away, brings up Josh Niles, hoping to get the Royals, hoping to get the Cardinals the elusive second run that both teams have been able, or unable, rather, to get. And Dino Ramel will go out and make sure that all of his players on the infield and on the mound are on the same page. Umpire taking the time to clean up home. This infield's been a solid defensive unit all the way through for the Royals, and got some of their better defenders on the field tonight. So 2 away, runner on second. 1-1 ball game. Josh Niles in the box. Concepcion setting. He will deliver the first pitch. And that one is chopped right back to him. Little jog and a toss, and the Royals are out of it. Well done by Concepcion to strand the leadoff walk. Now the Royals come back to the bats as we are going to stretch. Back in for the bottom half of the 7th inning, and the Royals looking to take the lead here in the late innings. It's been 1 run across for the past 1.5 frames. I am your play-by-play commentator, Trevor Reid, and it has been a good game here at Hastings. Royals looking to get the offense going early, and that pitch is bunted well out of play for strike number 1. It's been a tougher time for the Royals to get something started here. They've stranded a whole host of base runners on the base path tonight. Look to see if they can get some runs to count here in the final 3. It will be Collymore and Terrasano right after. That pitch is going to be ball, moving the count to 2-1. That pitch, Collymore couldn't do much with, and so That will even the count now at 2-2. And Terrasano on deck, and J.D. Williams will be waiting in the dugout. The 2-2 pitch from Cody Butts. And that one's out towards center, and that one's going to find some grass. And it's going to find some space. Collymore around second. He's on his way to third. And that ball is over his head. And Butt, lucky coverage from Cody Butt. If that ball got away from him, that would have been a Little League home run. But instead, it is a lead-off triple for Collymore. And that is a huge hit for the Royals here. Nobody out still. And now all you need is a fly ball. And the first bat who will come up to try to clutch it for the Royals is in Terrasano. And understandably, the infield is coming into the lip of the grass. It's intriguing that they've been in their position. With how stressful this run is, I'm surprised with how deep the Cardinals outfield is playing. If that's a fly ball out, you'd want them to play a little bit more shallow if you want to limit that damage. And Terrasano is going to take that pitch for a ball. But all that's really needed here for the Royals is a fly ball. Collymore's got plenty of speed out at third. And so he could just essentially jog home. Pitch in Terrasano, and he'll take that one. May have been a strike, but it definitely wasn't the pitch he wanted to swing at to try to get a fly ball. So Butt's likely going to be working the zone a lot towards the lower end. The infield sets, so 1-1 is fouled out towards the visiting dugout. And the 1-2 pitch on the outside is taken by Terrasano. Now leaving up the count at 2. The big moment here for the Royals. Haven't been able to muster much in the first 6 frames, but a huge opportunity here that they hope doesn't go to waste. Pitch, not one, is away, and Terrasano picks up the hand to keep Collymore where he is. And the count now moves to full. This is the pitch that Cody Butt's going to have to execute. Especially with nobody out. The first out you want to get is the strikeout. Then if you allow another base runner, that could essentially set up a double play. Full count, and Terrasano will take it. A good hold from Terrasano, and that will put a runner on first to add on to the runner on third. And that will be the end of Terrasano's night, as jogging over to run for him will be number 50. I believe that's Evan Ash. Ashton Patterson with a pinch runner. That one makes a lot more sense than Evan Ash, I'm going to be honest. So that's a good pinch runner to have on the Royals lineup. We haven't seen a whole lot of pinch running plays, but definitely good opportunity here is it'll be J.D. Williams.
Now batting for your Royals, center fielder number 9, J.D. Williams.
And now Cody Butt's going to have to be aware of that runner over at first. Patterson's a big speed threat, but it looks like the infield won't give too much of a worry if he does go. So, first pitch from Butt to Williams is outside for ball one. Big moment, 1-0 count. Nobody out, runners on the corners. The pitch to Williams, that one is going to catch the inside corner for a strike. Cody Butt in on his second inning of work, and that one up the middle and it's a base hit. Colleymore's in to score. Going to third is Patterson. The throw will hit him on the way in, and the runners will stay at the corners. One run already in for the Royals, and potentially more damage to be done. And that will bring up Ethan Hammond, the lefty coming up. So far tonight, the lefties have been the ones who have been more limited against Butt. It's only been a walk and, I believe, a strikeout for Garton when he was up. Now, Hammond stepping in is he'll look to add on to the lead. Lead off of first, Butt delivers. That one is going to be a high for ball one. The infield still playing a little bit more shallow, but it looks like playing a little bit more back, expecting something to be hit hard. On the move is Williams. Throw will come to third, and Patterson will get back in time. So, runner will advance 90 feet, and now it'll be runners on second and third with nobody out still. Ethan Hammond, all he really needs to do is find some green, at least hit it towards that right side of the infield. Might be able to a little bit of run, but they've started to come in now. So the 1-1 pitch is on the outside. It won't catch the zone though. It's 2-1. One run already in on the inning. Hammond looking to make it two more as that pitch will catch the outside. Missed it the first time, but caught it on his second outside pitch, and now counts evened up at 2-2. Lefty versus lefty. Waiting the 2-2 delivery from Butt. That one squared to center. Over and under it is Cotton. He'll make the play. Patterson will tag from third and come in. And another run for the Royals. They add on here in the seventh. It is 3-1. All Hammond had to do was get that fly ball, and that's exactly what he did. And so now that the lefties through the Royals order are out, so too is the manager, and there's the signal that will see to the end of Butt's night. So Cody Butt comes in and gets two of the lefties that he faces out, but the righties do the real damage, and it is now 3-1 Royals as we're going to take a little break. Back here in the bottom of the 7th. The Royals have finally broken through with 2 runs here in this inning. So it's now a 3-1 ball game. And Williams being a little bit pesky on the base path and a little bit of couple hops to see if he could catch the infield napping. Cody Butt is out of the game. Pitched pretty well to the lefties, but the righties really hammered him. And that one Robinson sends out towards right. Under it is Duncan. He'll make the catch. Tagging is Williams, and he will move up the extra 90 feet. And he is in scoring position here with 2 away.
Next up to the plate, second baseman number 3, Corey Morrow.
On the mound for the Cardinals, as Cody Butt's night is done, it's now Stefan Strecker. He's able to get the first hitter that he faces out, but now he's got to face off against Morrow. And his first pitch, he's going to fly that one out towards left field, and that one will find its way out of play. Strecker got an interesting delivery as he'll step off. Kind of akin in the way that he looks to Kevin Gossman, but delivery definitely very different. More of a sidearm delivery as he comes through. That one misses. It's 1-1. That one's lined to short, and a good play out there by Towers to make the catch and end the inning. But the Royals break through 2 runs here in the bottom of the 7th, and they now take a 3-1 lead going into the 8th. So into the top of the 8th we go. 3-1 ball game. Royals scoring 2 in the last half inning to gain themselves the lead, and now the bullpen will hope to keep that lead for the rest of the way. Omar Concepcion in on his second inning of work. First pitch he throws is blown right past the 8-hitter Lane Renault. For strike number 1. It will be Renault, Towers, and Pimentel Guerrero for the Cardinals this time. It's that pitch called strike. One from Concepcion. That one just a little outside, and kind of moves to 2-1. No sets in the 2-1. That one's chopped just at the plate. That will even the count. 2-2. Concepcion likely given the 8th inning, and it looks like there's an arm down in the bullpen, so the Royals might go to another arm for the 9th. We will see. 2-2 pitch from Concepcion. That one's up and in. Renault gets out of the way of it. The count's now full. There's a 3-2 pitch blowing right by him for strike 3. Concepcion gets the first out.
Number 2, Charlie Towers.
Looks like Ramel will be wandering out. Looks like looking out towards the dugout, or the bullpen might see to the end of Concepcion's night. I'm going to talk to him to see how he feels. And they will signal, so that will be the end of Concepcion's night. He's gone an inning and a third, and did his job. He held off the offense, and now we'll bring in a new pitcher, and we'll be right back. And so 1 out here in the top of the 8th inning. Saw one batter faced by Omar Concepcion. He is now out of the ball game. And they bring in the lefty-lefty matchup with Jared Kennedy coming out of the bullpen. First pitch to Towers. Towers shows bunt, but takes it away, and it's ball 1. Brando LaRue over at third. Prepared, who is hustling in. Definitely a good upside to having LaRue be your third baseman. He's got some wheels, and so you bunt that ball up that third base line. It's not a surefire chance that you'll get out or you'll be able to make it on a base hit. 2-0 the count. Delivery from Kennedy, bunt again, but Towers will take it. This time a strike. And 2-1 pitch. That one's called on the outside for strike 2, and now Towers put out bunt for a few pitches there, but no longer will he be doing so. And to showcase that, LaRue is shifted back to his normal position. The 2-2 taken just below the knees. Count is now full. Kennedy with his high socks on, standing on the pitching rubber. Full count pitch. There's a swing and a miss. Trent Towers pirouetting out of the batter's box, and there's 2 away now. Pimentel Guerrero stepping in. First pitch from Kennedy is called a strike, and interestingly, for the first time tonight, there's been some vocalness from either dugout. It's been mostly smooth sailing for the most part. That call didn't go the Cardinals' way, and they're less than enthused as that one blown right by him, and now down in the hole 0-2. Kennedy looking to get out of it right here. And he will just miss the low, and he's got some pitch to work with though, so likely looking for a different game plan here. Guerrero sets in the box. The 1-2, and there's a swing and a miss. Caught just off the dirt, and 2 strikeouts for Kennedy to close out the inning. 3-1 for the Royals as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Back here for the bottom of the 8th inning. Another pitching change for the Cardinals out after getting out of the jam. For his team is Strecker. Instead, the Cardinals will now bring in Corbin Peters to pitch the 8th inning. First pitch to LaRue is swung on a miss for strike one. And that one is fouled back to the fence, and count moves now to 0-2. Cardinals have been using quite a few different pitchers. This is arm number 4. Nick Cardinal, who started the ball game, ironic with the name, had a very solid performance, and Cody Butt had a lesser than that, had some troubles against some of the righties that the Royals threw out there, and as such allowed 2 runs that pushed to a 3-1 lead, and Strecker got the job done last inning, and now in this inning it'll be Peters. 1-2 the count. LaRue standing in. Pitch from Peters is on the outside. It's going to miss the zone for an even count at 2 apiece. Maybe the top 3 in the order for the Royals: LaRue, Connor Morrow, and Josh Garten. 2-2 pitch, and that one swung on and missed. Strikeout for Peters, and there is one away here in the 8th. Will be Connor Morrow stepping in, second batter of the inning for the Royals. First pitch from Peters is high for ball 1. Royals looking to see if they can add on a little bit of extra before going in to close it out in the top of the 9th. Morrow will check his swing, and they say he went around, and it'll be moved to 1-1. And it's been a lot of the hitters haven't been fans of the check swing calls so far tonight, but nonetheless, it'll be calls fall where they may as Morrow takes strike 2 as well. Now the 1-2 count. Pitch from Peters, and that one is flown out towards the right field seats. No, 1-2 again, fouled away. Count stays the same. That pitch is taken right on the inside, a close take, but pays off. That one's been called inconsistently. Two pitch, and that one dropped in just off the plate. Peters wanted that call, didn't get it. Count's now full. Like asking the umpire where that one was, looked like it was called for being up. Full count pitch. And that one's in there for strike 3. Morrow will have to wander back to the dugout, and there's 2 away.
Coming at the bat, first baseman number 15, Josh Garten.
And so it will be Josh Garten stepping in, looking to keep this inning alive for the Royals. The pink compression sleeve on the arm. First pitch to Garten, a big swing, but can't connect, and it's 0-1. The Cardinals infield and outfield getting set it. Second pitch from Peters is off the plate away. Even the count up at 1-1. Garten, a big power threat. He's got big swing, and when he can connect on one, he really connects, and hasn't been able to do a whole lot of that so far in this game. Did have a single in the first inning. Didn't lead to much as that one breaking ball that Garten couldn't lay off of, and now it counts 1-2. One and two pitch is taken low. Even the count up at 2 apiece. Looks like there's some action in the Royals bullpen. We'll see who comes in to close this game out, if anybody at all. Might be Jared Kennedy. Who knows? But ball taken away, and count's now full to Garten. And Garten checks his swing, and they say he did not go. Peters was already half the way out towards the dugout, and he's going to have to walk his way back to the mound. As base runner now with 2 away, and it's Collymore stepping up. Collymore, the left fielder tonight. Had a triple in his last at-bat that started the 2-run rally for the Royals. Looks like out in the the on-deck circle, Ashton Patterson, who came in to pinch run for Justin Interessano, with a potential bat if his name gets called. 1-0 grounder to Towers, and Towers can't make the play, and that's a base hit for Collymore. So now 2 runners on, and what looked like a pretty clean-cut inning for Peters has started to look a little bit harder. And we'll see who comes in. It looks like it might be Ashton Patterson. No. He's going to come out of the game. It looks like Kyle Cush will be the man walking up to hit for the Royals.
Now out of the Royals, number 98, Kyle Cush.
So Cush will get the bat with 2 away. Runners on first and second. Big chance here for him to strike for the Royals and potentially put the nail in the coffin for this Royals victory. First pitch he takes is High for a ball. He waits in for the next one. Peters delivers. There's a swing and a miss. A big swing from Cush, but can't connect, and it's 1-1. Threw that pitch on the inside, and Cush couldn't get his bat to it. Garten dancing a little bit over at second, trying to distract Peters, and doesn't quite work as the pitch is in there, and Cush waves and misses at it. 1-2 now. One-two pitch to Cush. It's fouled out towards the concessions. That one skipped in. Cush will looked like they said he swung, and Cush hustles to first in case he did. And so a wild pitch on the strikeout turns into bases loaded with 2 away. So first pitch is J.D. Williams stands in. First pitch he sees is taken for a ball. Bases loaded, 2 away. There's a swing and a miss. Realize who might be joining us mid-inning. It was a Josh Garten, I believe, a walk in the mon. And then a Collie Moore finding himself on through an infield hit, and now Cush, who we managed to get on a wild pitch, strike 3. So bases are now loaded with 2 away. 2-1 the count as Williams standing in. Pitch from Peters, that one is below the knees. So now gone from what could have been a pretty quick 1-2-3 inning, and now potentially a ball away from allowing another insurance run for the Royals. Pitch from Peters, and that one's popped up. Nobody's going after it as it's going to go out of play. So count now full. Likely all 3 runners will be moving here. The fans stomping on their feet here in the bleachers. Trying to get some hype now for J.D. Williams as he waits. The action pitch. That one's lined past Towers at short into left field. 1 run is in. Cush goes into third, 2 in now. Ball gets away, and Cush is going to come in to score. An absolute comedy, and now 3 runs are in. Royals go from being up by 2 to being up by 5. And so now, likely that closer that was warming up in the bullpen might be taking a seat down, and we might see a different arm going in. Also could be likely that Jared Kennedy comes out. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, coming out to one of the coaches to check on them. Doesn't look like they're ready to just call in a new arm for the final out. We're going to trust in Peters to get out of it. Now a 7-hitter, Ethan Hammond, who will step into the box. But a base hit into left field manages to score 3 runs as the ball got away from Josh Niles at third, likely going to be counted as a throwing error, E7. Not allowed Cush to come in to score, and the Royals have struck big here against the Cardinals bullpen. So that ball is fouled away and blocked by Ramel, and he will toss it out to the dugout. So, worst case scenario if you're the Cardinals. Now, looking to limit the damage. That one's taken below the knees for a strike, and Hammond will stand in down 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. That one skips past Bernardo, and Williams will leisurely jog into third. Unlikely that he's going to move too much further. We'll see, though. Base hit from Hammond could cash him. One and two the count. The delivery from Peters. That one's popped up into shallow, or into the infield. It'll be the third baseman Niles to make the play. But the Royals do strike here in the 8th, and they turn it from a closer game to a pretty comfortable lead going into the top of the 9th. 6-1. Top of the 9th inning, 3 outs away are the Royals from taking a win against the Hamilton Cardinals, and it is going to be, I believe, Jared Kennedy back out again to close this ball game out. First pitch throws is going to be high for a ball. Was somebody warming up in the bullpen during the last half inning, but they're comfortable putting Kennedy in now that 3 runs came in the bottom of the 8th. So Kennedy will be able to face the final hitters for the Cardinals. 1-1 count. The pitch is going to be low for a ball. Two-one pitch from Kennedy. That one swung on and missed by Cotton. Count is even at 2-2. It will be Quinn Cotton, Tyler Duncan, and Dennis DeBanning coming up to the plate, assuming no pinch hitters are put in, which is unlikely considering that's your 2-3-4 combo. Cotton taking another pitch out of the zone, and the count's now full. Full count pitch, and that one is skied out into the stands down the right side. Probably quite a few fans hustling out to go get that one. It was squared up pretty well. Just foul. The 3-2 pitch again. That one again fouled away. Wasting down some of Kennedy's pitches here. Nobody warming in the bullpen, meaning that this is Kennedy's inning. That pitch is taken for ball 4. And so a lead-off walk for the Cardinals here in the top of the 9th. And that'll bring up Tyler Duncan.
Next up the bat, right fielder, number 5, Tyler Duncan.
So, very good that the Royals got the comfortable lead that they did in the last 2 innings. It was a 1-1 ball game up until the bottom of the 7th. And the Royals broke through against the Cards bullpen for 5 runs, and now Kennedy has some runs to work with. And Kennedy sets the 1-0. That pitch is high 2-0. Doing out the count. The pitch swung on and missed by Duncan. Tried to catch the high heater, but instead, count now moves to 2-1. Royals only needing 3 outs to get out of this and to secure the win. And Kennedy will take a step off. We'll sit back on the mound. He'll wait. And the 2-1 swung on and missed. Duncan can't connect again, and the count's now 2-2. And Kennedy will pick off towards first. However, the runner Cotton will get back. And the fans starting to get a clap going for Kennedy as he looks to secure the first out of the inning. And that pitch is in there. Strike 3 called. That's 1 away.
Now left for the Cardinals, left fielder, number 16, Dennis DeBanning.
So now 1 away for the Royals. Still the runner on first, and that will bring up Dennis DeBanning. pitch from him, and that one's flown out towards right. Hammond will take a few steps, but that one will fall out of play. And ball is tossed back in. So it'll find its way back to the dugout. Count is 0-1. That one grounded. That one will find the hole between Brando LaRue and Connor Morrow for a base hit. Moving up to second on the play will be Cotton. So now 2 on and 1 away for the Royals. And Robinson will take a moment to take a little bit of time with his pitcher. Kennedy will toss the ball away. Didn't like it all that much and got himself a new one. So the first pitch from Kennedy is taken by Bernardo high. A 1-0 pitch from Kennedy. That one can't find the zone either. It's 2-0. A little bit of command issues right now for Kennedy. Hasn't been able to find himself a strike. A 2-0 pitch. That one is popped up. That one will find its way out of play as well. Both runners take their lead. That pitch is swung on and missed by Bernardo. Now we'll move the count now to 2-2. Two and two the count. The pitch from Kennedy, that one is popped up and out of play yet again. And to give you something, the Cardinals have been working these Royals pitchers so far tonight, and Kennedy is the next example of that here. Looking to seal the second strikeout here. Is 2-2 pitch. That's a grounder to short. That should be 2. On to second for 1, on to first, and that will end the ball game. A 6-4-3 double play, and the Royals secure themselves a victory here at home behind a stellar performance from the newly returned IBL MVP, Claudio Custodio. Royals wake up the bats in the final 2 to take the win 6-1. And that will be it for us tonight here on the broadcast. As your play-by-play and broadcast director, Trevor Reid, I'll wish you all a very good night and sound sleep.